Okay, this video is hopefully going to inspire you. I'm going to go over some of my favorite prompts for ChatGPT for bloggers and content creators. My name is Lori Ballen. Thanks for joining me today. Now, I'm going to pull right from my ChatGPT for bloggers course so that you can see some of these prompts that I've either created or maybe the prompt started somewhere and I tested it out and then customized them and made them my own. Some of them I just engineered from the beginning because it was something that I wanted to have done. So let's go take a look at this. So we're going to start with this one, building the website structure. Building the website structure. Now, all we're going to do is if you were to click start on my lessons here in Ballen Academy, you're going to see that I have videos on how to use these prompts. I have PDFs that you can download. I have these guide me options where you can actually click guide me and it'll open a sidebar. And then you'll be able to go right into ChatGPT and use my prompts, use my formatting, use all the screen shares. I think that'll be very helpful for some of you. There's a link below for that. But let's just say building the website structure, okay? You can use the guide me link, or you could say something like this. I am building a website/blog for the niche, let's just say the keto diet. Build me a website structure. Now what happens is ChatGPT will actually lay out the structure of your website for you. So it's going to first tell you how to build the home page. It's going to tell you to include an about page. Now this also works if you are auditing an existing website and you want to know, have you covered everything you need to cover? So you're going to take a look at this. So it tells you should have a page about keto basics. You might want to have recipes. Now, it doesn't have to be in this exact structure, but it's a starting point and gives you a good idea for what it is that you're probably going to want to start with and then expand on from here. Now, as we go through these prompts, I'm going to cover more about blog categories, but what you could do is here, if you said the home page, you could have it elaborate on that. Elaborate on how to build the home page. One of my favorite words when I'm dealing with ChatGPT is elaborate. If I want it to make a sentence longer, a paragraph longer, an article longer, I'm going to say elaborate. Look what it does. Now it tells us we need to make sure that our logo's there. We need to make sure we have things in the navigation menu. There's a banner section. So it will dive as deep as you want to dive on that, okay? So next we have, let's go back to we'll go to the next lesson here. We're going to go to complete and continuous and go to the next prompt. Now create a bio for your blog. So again, if you go down here and you click on guide me, the little sidebar opens. Now you can actually use my prompt. So this prompt will allow the blogger to answer questions provided by ChatGPT. So it tells you to navigate to ChatGPT, click the field. Now here's the prompt. I am a blogger. Can you ask me questions to help create the best about page for my website? Now you're just going to paste that right in there and hit enter and see what it does. Now it's not always spot on. Sometimes ChatGPT can have some different responses, but here's what it says. Certainly, crafting and engaging in information about page is essential. So now it's asking us information. Why did you start blogging? How long have you been blogging? It's asking about your mission and your vision for your blog, your content and style, the engagement in the community, your personal touch, okay? And then all you have to do is you would go down here and answer these. So you could say something like, one, what inspired me to start blogging? I wanted to help people make more money online. How long have you been blogging? I've been blogging since 1992 when AOL said you've got mail. I'm just being funny. Let's see. And then it says, what are your professional qualifications? I'm a 6-figure affiliate marketer, blogger, coach. Okay. Then you would go down to number 2 and it would say, what is the primary goal of your blog? Anyway, once you do all of that, you would enter. It's going to help write the bio for you for your about page. So who I am. So it's going to take that info and then it's going to elaborate on it. So the better you do with covering it, the better it's going to give you an about page. And this about page is so important because now when people are using ChatGPT to surf the web, ChatGPT, when it's connected to the internet, is going out there now in real time and it's pulling in information about you on the web. And if you don't have an about page, if you don't have a Google My Business page, or you don't have your social profile set up, it's not going to know where to pull this data from. So you really want to spend time on creating these bios. Okay. So there was that one. Now let's go ahead and go over to the next one. And the next one here we have is ideas for naming a blog and domain ideas. Okay. So let me make sure my bubble, there we go, we're good. Okay, so now again, name your blog. Let's go down to the guide me and have it open on the right here, and I'm gonna get our prompt. So here's the prompt. I have a blog about, and then we're gonna fill in the niche. Give me a list of 30 cute and catchy ideas for naming my blog. Keep them short, 2 to 3 words max, do not include dashes. Okay, so let's do this, and let's pick a niche. I have a blog about, I'm gonna say small caged pets. That sounds bad. Small animals that live in cages. Give me a list of 30 cute and catchy ideas for naming my blog. Okay, now here we go. Look at this. So this is if you have not set up your .com yet. So here is our list of 30. Critter Corner, Furry Friends, Cage Companions. So if you assume crittercorner.com, furryfriends.com, cagecompanions.com, tinytails.com, whiskerwonders.com. So what you would do is you would go open your domain registrar and you would start typing those in and see if they're available. And if 30 isn't enough, give me 20 new ones and it'll give you 20 more. So you can just keep getting more ideas. And if you needed to expand on those and make them 3 words, you could say 3 words and it'll do that as well. Parrot Perch, that is so cute. I have to look. Parrotperch.com. That makes me want to start. Oh, it already exists. So that's how you can kind of do it, is go back and forth and see if they exist. Hamster Haven, Ferret Nook, Turtle Terrace, really cute. You could also say, put my last name in these. So for example, when I'm registering domain names, I have Ballen in a lot of mine, Ballen Blogger, LoriBallen.com, BallenVegas.com. So you could do something like that. Oh, I didn't tell it my last name. It said, can you please tell me your last name? So now it'll give you 20. Ballen's Bunnies, Ballen's Birdhouse, Critter Corner Ballen, Ballen's Hamster Haven. So you get the idea there, right? Super cute. All right, let's go to the next one. Hope you're getting lots of ideas here for cool ways that you can use these prompts. So create your blog categories and target keywords for blog ideas. So let's go ahead and open the guide me here, get our prompt. Okay, this prompt requests the creation of a comprehensive list of long tail keywords related to a blog about the keto diet. You can make it whatever. Okay, so let's say, here's the prompt. Give me a comprehensive list of long tail keywords for a blog about, and then we're going to put in the niche. Okay, for a blog about, so give me a comprehensive list of long tail keywords for a blog about, let's just say dating. You got a dating blog you're building. Separate them into categories and put them into a table. So here you go. You're building a whole website about dating, and we want to see. So see how this guide me stays open on the right-hand side. That is specifically from my Ballen Academy course. That's not ChatGPT. It's within the course material. Okay, so dating advice. How to start a conversation on a first date. Tips for dating someone with children, what to wear on a casual date, how to handle rejection in dating. And it's all under the category dating advice. So you would go into WordPress, you'd set up a new category, dating advice, then another new category, online dating, another new category, relationship building, another category, specialized dating, if you like these. You could also say, give me a comprehensive list of categories for a dating site. Okay, so if you don't want the topics yet, you just want to start with the category so that you can go in and put all those placeholders in there. Here you go. So it's giving you information about dating profiles, matchmaking, communication. Now I might do something else. I'm going to say, do it again, but make the categories keywords like someone would search on Google. Now let's see how it renames those categories for us. Oh, timed out for a minute there. Because what I'm thinking is those categories could also be indexed, or they might be more SEO friendly if they actually had something. So I would change that to dating user profiles. It's changing the items underneath, not the category title. So matchmaking could be a dating advice. So communication, you might put communication in dating as your category. Safety and security when dating. That's what I would personally do. So I would just go back and say, make sure dating is listed in those categories where needed. Okay. So now you got all these categories that you might use when you're setting up your blog. Okay. And you can get lots of blog ideas from there as well. So that's creating a list of blog. Okay. Target keywords. I didn't do that. So give me a list of target keywords for a website about dating. Okay, so now it's going to give you a list of target keywords. Online dating, dating apps, relationship advice, finding love online, singles near me, matchmaking services, personality matching, local dating. So you can kind of get the idea here of categories and target keywords. Okay, next prompt I want to show you guys here is, okay, creating and sorting blog categories. Now, this was something I discovered recently. There's a full video in here for you. ChatGPT knows WordPress. Okay, so, you know, here, I didn't create a guide me for this because the prompt is this. So it says here, take a list of categories and give me a suggestion on how to improve the structure based on increasing topical authority. The categories for the WordPress blog are as follows. So it would look something like this. Maybe I should spell that out just so that you can see it a little bit better. So you're in ChatGPT, you're going to type this in. So now what I would do is I would go over to my blog, which is my loriballen.com, and I would make a list of all the categories on my blog. Now in my particular case, so there's categories, or I can go to Lori Ballen blog and look at all of my categories from here. Or I can go to my sitemap and export a list of categories, or I can go into the categories page in WordPress and see my list of categories, right? So I'd go like this, I'd go to dashboard, and then we're going to go to posts and categories. And then I can see a list of all of my categories, right? And so I've got 72 categories total. So I would want to export those or make a list of them or whatever. Okay, so But I could also just, if you only have a few, you could say digital marketing, YouTube, social media, advertising, pay-per-click, influencer marketing, that kind of idea, okay? Then hit enter. Now, it's going to take the list of categories that you created, and it's going to give us a well-structured categorization that'll help us with those topic clusters. So it's basically saying under digital marketing, you might want to have these topics, okay? So again, I only covered a little bit there and it put them under there. But if I put all 72 categories in there, it's going to tell me how to better structure those and better organize those. That's an advanced strategy, but I found it and I loved it, so I wanted to put it in there. Then after I put in all of those categories, because mine got really messy, I said, which category should I remove, add, or change? I will go in and put this in the guide me so that you can use it. But so which categories am I removing, adding, or changing? And then it told me which ones look like duplicates, which categories should be merged. So this was a really cool advanced strategy that I wanted to include in here because I thought it was really neat as far as organizing your blog. And then creating subcategories for your blog. So again, we'll open the guide me. So if you got your categories are digital marketing. So here, type this prompt. My blog category, let's do it here. Okay. So my blog category is, and then choose one category from your previous list of categories. So in that last video where if we went down and made all the list of videos, it's saying pick one of them. My blog category is, I'm going to say influencer. No, my blog category is marketing software. List 50 subcategories in a table. Actually, my blog category is digital marketing. Digital marketing. Let me put that prompt back there. My blog category is digital marketing. List 50 subcategories. Now you don't need 50. You could do 5. You could do 10. This is just an example to show you how deep it can go. So here we go. Here it's 50 subcategories within the field of digital marketing. search engine optimization, content marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, mobile marketing, display advertising, pay-per-click advertising. So each one of these could be a subcategory of digital marketing, right? Or they could just be their own. If your whole blog's about digital marketing, then they could just each be their own categories. But let's take SEO, for example. I could put in here now the same thing in a table, whatever this prompt is. Here we go. Type my blog category is, I'm going to paste that there. And then I'm going to put SEO. And I don't have to put a number. I don't have to say list 50. I'm going to put list subcategories. The reason I put in numbers is so that we can get the maximum amount when we're working with something, because it'll cut off oftentimes at 10 and maybe we want more than that. So a lot of times I'll put 50 even if it gets derailed and we don't need all of those. So look at this. So let's just say digital marketing, subcategory is SEO. Well, what goes under SEO? On-page SEO, off-page SEO, technical SEO, local SEO, mobile SEO, e-commerce SEO, international SEO. Some of those may be worth having their own subcategory, and some of them just might be an article, right? But you can look at it either way. So maybe these are just, you have SEO as your subcategory and all of these are going to be blog topics. But maybe you're going to have a subcategory called link building, because you're going to talk about internal links and external links and fixing links. And maybe you're going to talk about link outreach and HARO. And all of a sudden now you've got enough blogs that that's worth having a subcategory of. So this is just an example of how you could do that. Now let's go to the next one. So now we have, okay, we did the blog post and categories. Okay, now get into the fun stuff. Create a 1-year content calendar from categories and subcategories. So again, if you're going kind of sequentially there, we would have already had our categories created. We would have already had our subcategories created. Now create a 1-year calendar from categories and subcategories. So you could start from scratch here, or you can paste in the categories you've already discovered. So I'm going to click the Guide Me button, open our little sidebar here, and here's our prompt. I'm going to paste this in. So it would say, I have a blog about, and then it says, I have categories and subcategories. I want to write one blog every day from each category, create a 1-year content calendar. Then you would paste in the categories and subcategories you have chosen. Or you can start from here and say, I have a blog about, let's do, I have a blog about backyard barbecuing. Backyard barbecues. I have, I'm going to say, give me, let's do gardening. I have a blog about gardening because I know this will be more comprehensive. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do gardening. I have a blog about gardening. Give me categories and subcategories. Then I'm going to say, I want to write one blog every day from each category, create a 1-year calendar, and then hit the button. So either paste in your categories and subcategories, or you can work with one category at a time if you wanted to. It's totally flexible. So here we go. Here's the categories and subcategories it's suggesting. Gardening basics, flower gardening, vegetable and herb gardening. That makes sense to me. Landscape design for your garden, indoor gardening. Okay. Sustainability and environment, seasonal gardening. Now here comes the content calendar. Week 1, focus on gardening basics, covering one subcategory each day. Week 2, now you're on flower gardening. Week 3, so see what it's doing is telling you write one from here, write one from here, write one from here. Okay. And now let's turn this into the content calendar though. So if it doesn't give you exactly what you need, sometimes we have to go back and prompt it. I'm going to say, using a, okay, I'm going to say in the 1-year calendar, give me one blog per day from each category. Let's just say you're going to blog every day because you're using AI to produce it. And maybe you can do something like that. In the 1-year calendar, give me one blog per day from each category Give me the blog title put in a table of 52 weeks. I'm going to get a little more specific here. If we had pasted in our categories, and I think it probably would have done a little better job. Oh, look what it's doing. Oh, wow. It actually gave us the categories in the table. That's really cool. I like how it did that side by side. Now, the reason why I like these tables is because what you can do is you can actually paste this table. Let me see if it's going to work without finishing. And you can go over to something like Google Sheets or Excel. We'll do Google Sheets, whatever spreadsheet program you're using. And let's see. Okay. Go to a blank sheet, and I should just be able to paste that right in. Okay, you have to copy it right though. So I think I needed to copy it from the top here. Let's see if that does it. Okay, to right there. Let's see. I'm going to paste it up there in the corner. There we go. Now we got it. Okay, so there's your subcategories right up top there. And then you've got your blog topics all underneath. So understanding soil preparation, mastering planting techniques, watering and irrigation. Now, if you didn't like these, you can change up those titles, which I think we're going to get to that prompt in a couple minutes. In fact, I'm going to wait because we're going to get to probably title ideas in a couple minutes. But you can ask ChatGPT to give you 10 variations of that topic and get more titles that you might like better. Okay, so now you've got your content calendar laid out. And then we're going to go to the next lesson in here, create various titles for blog posts. So there's a video on how to do it. Now we're going to go to my guide me. You open the side here and first prompt. I'm writing a blog about, okay, there we go. Let's use that, our spreadsheet. So soil preparation when gardening. Let's do planting a vegetable garden. We'll do planting a vegetable garden. So paste the prompt. I'm writing a blog about planting a vegetable garden. Give me 10 headlines. Cultivating Success, a comprehensive guide to starting your own vegetable garden. From seed to table, the joy of planting your own vegetable oasis. Green Thumbs Unite, 10 essential tips for growing a thriving vegetable garden. Harvesting Health, how planting a vegetable garden can transform your lifestyle. You know what I love about this? We just kind of created a topic cluster because each one of these actually has a different angle. So the first one is how to start your own vegetable garden. The second one talks about the joys. So now you could be talking about the benefits on depression and mood lifting. Then the third one is 10 tips for growing a thriving. So you're giving tips. Don't water too much, water more, plant your seeds here, sun, bugs, whatever. Green Thumbs Unite. Okay. Then the next one is all about how it can transform your lifestyle, right? So that one's different. Then you have environmental benefits. That's also different. Then you have a month-by-month guide to planning. That's also different. So you can see there that we actually created a whole bunch of different ones. And you could go expand from here if you wanted to. And you could say, give me 10 more ideas. But now you can play around. I wonder if, I don't want to give away my next lesson. Create various titles. Okay. So actually, what you can also do here, we got those. Let me go back to here. Okay, now you could say, okay, and maybe this is going to come up in our lesson plans, and if it does, I'll skip it. But you could also say, start each one with a number. So now maybe you want them to be like list posts. So it'll change it now. Oh, it's not doing it. So I'm going to say, wait, you didn't start. Oh, it did. I'm sorry. I needed to say a list. Make these list style posts and give me 10 more. Now it should start it with a number. Come on, baby. I'm moving too fast is what's happening. Okay, here we go. Make these list style posts and give me 10 more. 5 steps to start your own vegetable garden. 7 joys of planting your own vegetable oasis. 10 essential tips for growing a thriving vegetable garden. Okay, so if you want to play with that with the tips, you can also do things like do it again. do these again, create urgency. So you can play around with emotions. You can play around with action words. You can play around with scarcity. Okay. And you can even ask ChatGPT, okay, what makes a good blog title? Now watch this. What makes a good blog title? So now ChatGPT will actually tell you what makes it makes titles valuable. Relevance, clarity, uniqueness, engagement, optimized for search engines. Then what we can do is we can take what ChatGPT just gave us and tell it to now improve our titles based on that information. So I'm going to say, with this information, improve our previous 10 titles. Okay. And then once they're done there, I'm going to put that in. Moving too fast. Now, another thing I like to do with this is, and maybe there's a lesson on this too. Sometimes I feed it my top producing articles on my blog, and I'll say, based on these are my top 10 blogs. What do these titles all have in common? Or my YouTube video or my podcast. What do they all have in common? It'll say most of them start with a number, or they have a date in them, or they're this many characters long, or you used action words, or you used emotion. And then I'll say, give me 10 more for this category like this. And it learns and it reproduces different titles. So you can play around with all kinds of ways to improve your headings. One of my favorite things to do, especially for YouTube, is I'll say, make them clickbait titles. And it's not what it says, avoid clickbait. It's not really going to make them clickbait, but for some reason it changes the appeal. Grow a garden like a pro in 5 easy steps. You won't believe how simple it is. See, that changed it completely. 7 unbelievable joys of growing your own vegetables. Number 5 will surprise you. So clickbait to me is when you make an offer on something and then it's not really that, or you put something on the thumbnail just to get them to click, but then when they're watching the video, it's not really delivering what was on the thumbnail. So I don't necessarily like to use that word, except for I get the best response out of ChatGPT when I say make them clickbait. It's like, it's an adjective it understands to make them more compelling, right? So that's what I've played with and why I use that one. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. So next we have create comprehensive blog outlines. Okay, so let's open the guide me here. Okay, so here's the prompt. Create a comprehensive blog outline for a blog post about, let's go with fishing. I don't know why that word came to mind, but that's the one we're going to do. Create a comprehensive blog outline for a blog about fishing. Okay, below is a comprehensive and professional outline for a blog about fishing. So now, introduction is the overview of fishing. The second one, why fish? The third one, what to expect when you're fishing. Then we have all of these others: fishing for beginners, safety first, choosing the right location, techniques and strategies, bait and lures, casting techniques, fishing strategies. So no matter what blog it is that we're writing, we can ask ChatGPT to create a comprehensive outline. And then all we have to do is go in and write each one of those sections, or ask ChatGPT to write the blog, or ask ChatGPT to write in sections for you. And you're going to create a great comprehensive guide. The next one we have here, creating your blog post with ChatGPT. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Does this one have the guide me? This one doesn't have the guide me, so I need to add that to this one. So creating a blog post with ChatGPT is basically looks something like this. Now you can get very comprehensive with it, but I'll just say something simple. Write a blog about how to teach a child to fish. Okay, now sometimes it'll immediately create the heading and all the subheadings. But if it doesn't, then the word you want to use is, I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to say use markdown language. I'll put the guide me up on this one too. Come on. Okay. So here we go. There's the heading, teaching a child to fish, a bonding experience. Then it's going to write the intro. Step 1, choose the right equipment. And then it's going to make a list of all the equipment that you need to have. Now, when it creates these blogs, they are not plagiarized. They are not the same content word for word anywhere else. In fact, I use many plagiarism checkers before I publish, and I never have a problem with this. Okay, so it's basically ChatGPT has learned the concept of fishing and it's giving it to us in its own format. Now, what you probably are going to want to do is expand on this. So when I'm creating a blog, see how it kind of cuts it off at a certain point. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to say, elaborate on step 1, for example. And now watch what it does when we use that magic word, elaborate. Now it's going to give us a much meatier section on step 1. And so we can get a lot more out of it. Excuse me. Sometimes I'll say things like, give me examples, or talk about the best, where to buy the equipment. You know, see how, look at, this was number 1. See what it gave us before. Choose the right equipment. That's as far as it went. Now look at number 1. Look at this. Yeah, now it's covering fishing rods, fishing reels, hooks and baits. So you're not going to get a good one-shot blog post out of a simple prompt like write an article, right? We're going to have to go back in and we're going to either have to add to that prompt, elaborate, give examples, create pros and cons, make comparisons. But what I find is it's helpful just to use another editor of some sort, and I just copy and paste each section in, and then I'll move on to the next section. So now that I did 1, then I'm going to come back up here to number 2, and I might even copy that just so that it doesn't lose the context, and I'm going to say elaborate, and I'm just going to paste in that section 2. And now it'll create all of the section 2, and then I'm going to go paste that underneath it in another editor. So whether I'm working directly in WordPress, or I'm using Grammarly, or I'm using another AI generator, or I'm using a Word document, any of these types of editors will work. Then I go paste that in there. And I'm telling you, what you're going to wind up with is a blog that has thousands of words now and is a deep, comprehensive dive rather than it producing just a 500 word or 1,000 word blog post. Look at this, is incredible. Accessibility, facilities, fishing abilities. I mean, it really deep dives just by using that simple word elaborate. But you can't just put elaborate at the bottom of the blog because it won't dive into each one as in depth. It'll stop. So this is the best way to get a comprehensive long form blog out of ChatGPT, is working within those sections. Okay. So then after that, let's go to our next prompt, complete and continue. And we have create an FAQ for your blog post. Okay. So we know that FAQs are very popular, and a lot of people like to add them to the bottom of their blog. So let me open the guide me here. So create an FAQ about a blog. Okay, let me just go make sure this is on 3.5 here. Okay, so create an FAQ or a blog. So here is your prompt. Type this prompt. So after you create a blog, type in the prompt from the blog, create an FAQ section using Markdown format. So let's just take our fishing blog, for example, teaching kids to fish. So after your whole blog was written, you could say from the blog, create an FAQ, or you could paste your blog in here. Or if you're using an extension that allows ChatGPT to surf the web, then you can have it, you can paste in your URL to a blog and say, create an FAQ. Okay, and it'll do this for you based on the content. Or you can also just say, create a FAQ for an article that is about teaching a kid to fish. And then you can let it create the FAQ there for you. Again, timing out because we're moving too fast. And if it ever doesn't create the headings correctly, remember, just tell it to use Markdown language. And then you'll get that nice structure there that you're going to want to have for an FAQ. Okay, next on our list, we have 50 things people don't know about. I absolutely love this one. Do I have the guide me on there? Not on this one, but this one is super easy. So in this one, we're going to come over here. I'm going to go to new chat and I'm going to say, give me a list of 50 things people don't know but should know about Las Vegas. Okay, so I have a blog all about Las Vegas. So it says the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign is actually located outside the city limits in Paradise, Nevada. Las Vegas is home to the world's largest permanent circus. It's at Circus Circus. Now let's just say we want this to be an article instead. Now we can follow it up with a prompt and say, write this as an article, use markdown format. And now it'll write it as an article for us. 50 fascinating things that'll amaze you, right? Now, again, remember what I said. Go back in here and have it elaborate on each section and then paste that over to an editor. You're going to get such a better response. You're going to get better information. And then you can go, there you go. Look at all this information about the welcome sign now. Isn't that incredible? Look how much more we got now that can go in section 1. And if you wanted to, you could say, write the article again, include this elaboration. And now it'll go back in and write the article again. Oh, didn't do a good job at expanding that all the way. So that's, again, why I like to work in chunks rather than just telling it to add it back in, because sometimes it'll do it right and sometimes it won't. Now, if I wanted to build a topic cluster around this now, I would now write a whole article on the welcome sign, right? So I'd go back here to each one. Let's take number 1, the welcome sign surprise location. Oh, I'm gonna take this little description here and I'm gonna say, write an article. Write an article, use markdown language. Now I'm gonna paste in this. Okay, so now it's writing a whole article just about the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. So now how would that work? So now I've got, this could be a page in child pages, or it can be a category like things you didn't know about Las Vegas, or the category could just be Las Vegas facts, or it could be Las Vegas, depends on what your blog is about. And then underneath each one of those, maybe we'll do one parent page. It has all these facts on it, like the 50. Then each one of these facts will spin off, link to, so the welcome sign surprise location. I'm going to go now create an article all about the welcome sign. And I'm going to link from here to that article so people can go read more about the sign. But then on that article, I'm also going to point back up to that parent page. See the other 50 things, see the other 49 things people didn't know. And then each one of those little cluster pages link back to that pillar post. It's got all the information on it. This could be 100 things. It could be 200 things. It could be 300 things. It could be 400 things. It could be 500 things. However long you want to make it. Okay. And you could add to it later. You know what else you could do? I'm going to say, make this a list. Oh, I'll go back up here and edit it. It'll be better that way. So instead, write the article again. Okay. No, let's go up to the very top. Right. Let's do it this way. Give me a list of 100 things people don't know but should know about Las Vegas. And then here I'm going to say separate into categories. Use categories. I'm kind of brainstorming. There we go. History and culture, entertainment and nightlife, gaming and casino, nature and surroundings, food and dining, unique experience. Make this an article. Use markdown format. Elaborate on each item. 100 fascinating facts about Las Vegas, okay? History and culture, entertainment and nightlife, gaming and casinos. So now you could have your main category is things to know about Las Vegas, and underneath that you have subcategories: history and culture, entertainment and nightlife, gaming and casinos, nature and surroundings, food and dining, unique experiences. Then under unique experiences, you have a blog, sky high views, downtown thrills. So for example, it says here, ascend the high roller at the link, the tallest observation wheel, write an article, use markdown language. It writes the article. You just create this whole whatever, silo, topic cluster, content hub, or whatever these things are that you want to call it, and let it write for you, right? Amazing, amazing stuff we can do. I can go on and on. That one's like gives me a million ideas. How to fact check with ChatGPT. Okay, now this one's a little tricky because when I first created this, we had ChatGPT had the ability to, with 4.0, there was a plugin that added Bing search, and now they've disabled it. But you can use free Chrome extensions. One of them is called, let's see, Chrome, ChatGPT, Chrome extension, web. I forget. I think it's called Web ChatGPT right here. So Web ChatGPT. So if you install this to Chrome, it'll add a search feature onto ChatGPT, or that's for free. But if you have the paid 4.0 ChatGPT, then you have access to plugins. You have to enable them. So you go down here to the three dots, go to settings and beta, and then you're going to go to beta features and turn on plugins. Then you can use a plugin like Web Pilot. So here's my plugins. There's one called Web Pilot right here. And now I think it'll use that to search the web. So now I forgot what we were searching for. What was it? Oh, fact check. Okay, fact check this. And I'm going to put something in about the link. And now it should use Web Pilot, I think. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, there it is. So now it's using Web Pilot to search the web. Okay, another way you can search the web. This is my favorite way. I'll put this in the link below. I have a little referral link. I'm using the free extension called Cider. This is called Cider. They do have a paid upgrade. I think it's like $100 a year. But this is a free plugin. And then I can say here, fact check this. And then paste it in, and then it'll search the web. So however you want to search the web, free Chrome extensions. I like this because it opens in a sidebar, and it includes links and references here for me. So this is my preference right now. I like to fact check with this Cider sidebar. And so then you can actually use this info in your article, and you could say something like, add this to the article, whatever. And now you can add in links, you can add in stats, whatever. In that particular case, that doesn't work as well. But I would just take this. Let's see, it says the high roller is a 550 foot tall, 520 foot diameter giant Ferris wheel. And then it has a little number 1 after it. Well, if you click on that number 1, it opens the source. So it's fact checking it by pulling a source. So if the source is wrong, it still may be wrong. But it's basically going out there and looking for that validation, and then it gives it to you so that you can use it. So what I would do is now when I'm posting this over to my WordPress blog, I'm going to leave that link in there, and I'm going to leave it there as the source so that that Google wants to see that anyway. It's positive for the user. They can verify the source. It's positive for Google. So that's how we're going to fact check using ChatGPT. Now we're going to create a blog from a YouTube video. All right, creating a blog from a YouTube video. Looks like I need to go in and add a few of the more add me's here. So in this particular case, I did this using a Chrome extension. I'm going to open the Chrome extension. The Chrome extension is called YouTube Summary with ChatGPT. Oh, they added Claude. That's new. Okay, so it's called YouTube Summary with ChatGPT. It's free. It's a free Chrome extension, and it's amazing. This is one of my favorite ways to make content right now. Now watch what it does. So you download the Chrome extension, and then once it's installed, you're going to see this. You're going to go over to YouTube, and you're just going to open any video. All right, so here we go.
In this video, I'm going to...
Diggity's talking about share a sale tutorial. Now you're going to see this little icon up here. This one here, this is being fed from that Chrome extension, YouTube Summary. Now watch what happens when I click the summary. It's going to open in the side. And I customized my YouTube summary. I can show you how to do that. And now look what it's doing. It writes an article for me. So it talks about the introduction. It gives us methods to promote the affiliate oh, this computer doesn't have my customization on it. So it just has the generic, and the generic is summarize the following in five bullet points. But you could actually edit that out and say something like, write an article, include the takeaways and step-by-step process. Mine goes way deeper than that, but let me just give you an example of what that looks like. Oh, I'll just do it after the fact. Write an article, include the business. Okay, what is his? This is all about share a sale. Write an article. I'm going to say use markdown format. So now you can actually write an article based on the video content. Okay, so share a sale tutorial, a comprehensive guide to earning $687.75 per day. Now, what I do, let me just show you an example of mine because I do a ton of these. So what I use it for is something like, let's see, is that one of them? I may not be able to find one super fast. Okay, I'm not going to spend that much time on it, but I have some. What I do is I grab the video, and then I have a little script, and I'm going to go add this to the ChatGPT course because I need to have that script in there. And it basically says, write a little blurb about the creator, explain the business model, list the resources, and then I turn those videos into blogs, giving full credit to the creator, keeping their YouTube video in their share model intact, not breaking it up in any way, and then doing a quick synopsis. Or you can use the concept, okay? So in this case, you could put in the script, and this could be your own script that you're using if you want, or it could be somebody else's script. So using this script, create a comprehensive outline for an article I could write on the topic. Give me 10 clickbait title ideas for the article. Okay, so you can play around with that. Mine is pretty comprehensive, my prompt, so I'll go back in and add that to the course so you guys can use it if you want to. I know I've seen some of you guys using my videos, breaking them up on your blog, so I know that you're using it and it's working, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, look what it's doing. So now it's giving us the article outline. It's giving us understanding affiliate marketing. Another cool way to use this is you can actually, instead of having to watch a video all the way through, you can say something like, give me the key points. So you can do this after the script is fed in or before it, like I'm doing here. So here I'm going to say, give me the key takeaways. Give me a step-by-step process, list the resources if there are any. And then the other thing I like to say is, give me 10 quotes from the creator. Sometimes I'll get better takeaways, okay? And then I'll hit enter. So basically, I don't want to watch the whole video, but I want to know what he said. I want to get the basics for it. So this is kind of like Cliff Notes on a book report. So here's your key takeaways: introduction to affiliate marketing, the benefits of affiliate marketing. Now, if it doesn't give you enough on one particular area and you want to know more about that particular area, you can just copy that one section and then say elaborate. Remember, I keep saying elaborate is a magic word. So like, let's just take this share a sale portion right here. So there's our step-by-step process. Understand affiliate marketing, choose a platform, sign up for share a sale, navigate the dashboard, select products to promote products, monitor performance, negotiate commissions. Now it's giving us the resources: share a sale platform, SEO video. And here's 10 quotes from Matt Diggity. Affiliate marketing is a make money online business model that allows you to recommend products and services and get paid for it. With affiliate, all your recommendations are posted online. And as you know, the internet works 24/7. So you're essentially making money while you sleep. So those quotes could be used in your article, especially if you're featuring Matt, you're talking about Matt and his idea. You can use these quotes in your article, or you can use these quotes to get inspiration for your own stuff. But then if I wanted to elaborate on that share a sale section, I can say elaborate. So now it's going to use that script, but it also might add its own knowledge. So now it's going to expand and it's going to elaborate on just the share and sell platform. So this is how I get my articles to be meatier and meatier and meatier, is by saying elaborate on that, elaborate on that, elaborate on that. So we get a short little synopsis from the YouTube script, but we can expand on that by going through and doing more. So I love that. I love that hack right there, or that little, that prompt. So then let's go to complete and continue. The next one is how to refresh an old article with ChatGPT. So down here we have, let's see, what's the prompt? The prompt is okay, so log in. So it's telling me step by step is to log into your website and create and sort your posts from oldest to newest. So here's what it would look like. Let me just show you this. So we go to loriballen.com. I've been doing this refresh all year long, and that is why I came up with this prompt. And we're going to go to dashboard, and then we're going to go to posts. And then we're going to sort right here by oldest to newest. So whatever blog you're using. So here we go. So Video Game Affiliate Programs was originally published November 2nd of 2020. So maybe I want to refresh that. So then it says select all and copy the old article. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to edit. There are Chrome extensions that'll also allow you to export the entire text file from here. But whatever works. Oh, that's not a good one because that's just a list. Let me see if I can get a different one. All right, information about the Shopify affiliate program. So let me edit that one. This is a good one because it's really probably short. Okay, so then you would just take your info from this blog, your content there. Don't worry about the videos. It'll take those out. Okay, and then here we go back to our prompt. After we do that, log into ChatGPT, click new chat, and then type what should I have included in this article that I didn't, and then paste in your old article. This is a good way to improve articles. What should I have included in this article that I didn't? Look at this. Hold on. So this is all about the Shopify. Okay, there we go. So it's saying we should have made a better introduction to Shopify. We should have put in eligibility criteria. Who qualifies to be a Shopify affiliate? We might have wanted to include success stories, other Shopify affiliates that are making money. Now, how do I usually do that? I usually go over to YouTube and I'll type something in like Shopify affiliate. I use a keyword. I'm looking for somebody. Here you go. $700 a day, no experience, how to make money with Shopify's affiliate program. So now maybe I will make a case study.
Hey guys.
So watch this. I'll do ChatGPT again. I'm going to come up here, click on that little thing. It'll open ChatGPT. It'll run the transcript. And then I'm going to stop it after it does the transcript. And I'm going to say, oh, it pulled in other language for some weird reason. Okay, stop generating. And here I'm going to say, write this as a success story and see what it does. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Oh, now it says a fictional success story. So I may have to come up to the top here, and I'm going to say, write a case study. I'm going to put that before the script instead, and we got to stop that from generating. I might get rid of that little where it's putting in this extra language there. Yes, you know what? That transcript did not work correctly. Let me see. Let me try something real quick. That's weird. I got a bad one. That one's not transcribing. Or it's because I have too many things open. But here's another one. So all I'd have to do is use the transcript, have it write a case study. Then when we're doing our rewrite back here, I'm going to go back in and paste that case study. So also you could say, write the article, With the improvements, use markdown language. So it's not going to know it might put in a generic case study when it does this. Then it's going to be up to you to replace that placeholder with an actual case study. But here we go. It is improving my article now. Shopify affiliate program. It's writing the introduction to Shopify because I didn't do a very good job. It's covering the program details. Now, those program details might not be accurate. So what I would do is I would come over here and I would type in Shopify affiliate program. I would open the program details, see if I can find any information about that affiliate program. And if it does list the money, so apply now. So it'll probably open the network that it's part of, like Impact. So I'm part of Impact. So I would put sign up, fill out info. So here you go. Online sale offers $25 to $150. So what I could do is where it's writing that information about Shopify, I can either make some really quick notes, or over here I can say replace the program details with this. So online sale, and then what else does it say to me? Like customer is, oh, look it, depending on the country is how that's varied. So I might say something over here like depending on the customer location. You don't have to even spell this right. It'll catch all your spelling errors. And then actions are locked 15 days after, last click model. So you might want to put those in. Last click model. Okay, so whatever. So then when you put that in there, it'll rewrite the article or rewrite that section, putting in the correct info. So this has to be up to you to gauge whether or not you're getting factual info. For me, anytime ChatGPT is publishing money, dates, names, facts, I want to make sure that it's either pulling from real time info on the web. It's like I've told it to go out and use this article, or I'm feeding it in those basic articles. But here you go. It's basically giving us the whole blog. Other than that, eligibility criteria, success stories, Shopify income tutorial. Watch this step-by-step tutorial on building with Shopify. Holy schmoly. Gave me a link to a video. Learn what to do if you're banned. So now I've got external links in here. Now I do have a plugin in here, by the way, you guys. I'm using 4.0, and I have a plugin called Web Pilot. Web Pilot will help it scour the web and pull in those links. So you might want to go look at if you're paying for the 4.0 upgrade of ChatGPT, activate the plugins, go to the plugin store and download Web Pilot. That's where these links are coming from in here today. That was cool. I really like this, what we just did. That was a cool refresh right there. Okay. Next item, identifying problems by target audience and getting blog ideas for solutions. So this prompt is, pretend you are, I'm just going to copy this from the PDF since we don't have the guide me on that one. So you can use the PDF or the guide me. I know the guide me is really cool, so I just realized I don't have that on all of them, and I need to go add them. Pretend you are target audience. Pretend you are let's see. Let's pretend we're selling what are we selling? We are selling SEO software. Pretend you are a blogger that wants to rank on Google. List 25 problems you might have and how a blogger might solve them. I'm going to put how SEMrush might solve them. Okay, so I'm an affiliate marketer, so I promote SEMrush software. When somebody signs up for that software, I get a commission. So this would be an article that I would write. List 3 blog ideas that could help solve each problem. Or let's just list 25 problems you might have and how SEMrush might solve them. I'm going to go with that one. All right, here we go. Here's a list of 25 common problems and how SEMrush. Keyword difficulty. Utilize the keyword magic tool to find, okay, you know what? It didn't do a good job. Okay, I'm going to say, pretend you're a blogger that wants to rank on Google. Write an article using markdown language. List 25 problems you might have. Spell out the problem and how SEMrush might solve them. I think if I did this in 4.0, I didn't need all those extra little directions. 4.0 is smarter, the paid $20 version. All right, let's see what it does. There we go. 25 problems bloggers face and how SEMrush solves them. Ooh, I need to go write this blog. This is good. I always get so inspired when I make videos. Okay, so the problem is keyword research difficulty. Lack of content ideas. That's a better way to describe a problem. Leverage the topic research tool to discover trending topics and generate fresh content ideas. Problem, difficulty in tracking rankings. Employ the position tracking tool to monitor your websites. Now, again, as I showed you in every other one, I'm going to elaborate on this. So I'm going to say, number one, the problem should be that they don't know what topics to write about based on the competition level. I want to expand on that question. Then I'm going to say elaborate on the answer. So now let's go to number one. Time out. Come on. I'm going to refresh it. Let's see what it does. Number one. There you go. Problem number one, uncertainty about what topics to write about based on competition level. Now we're elaborating. As a blogger, one of the most significant challenges is identifying the right topics to write about. This involves understanding the competition level for various subjects and keywords. Okay, there we go. Now it's elaborating now on all the ways that it can help determine the competition level, the keyword magic tool, the topic research tool. Okay, so anyway, that's just an example of where we can go with that. I should keep going because there's so many prompts here. Next one, prompt to expand content. I've already showed you this one. I keep saying elaborate, paste it in there and say elaborate. You've seen that a million times over on this video already. ChatGPT business interview with a content calendar. This one is incredible. Right here, please, here's your prompt. Watch this. We're just going to take this prompt right here. Please ask me a single question at a time and wait for my response before proceeding to the next question. The goal is for you to identify exactly what kind of business I am and what kind of content I need to create. You should learn who my audience is, what kind of content I create, what my goals are, my monetization strategy, and content channels such as blog, podcast, and YouTube. Then create a one-year content calendar. Now watch what it does. It's going to start asking us questions. First question, can you please describe the primary industry or niche that your business operates in? Digital marketing. What specific type of content do you create within the digital marketing field? Tutorials, listicles, and guides. Who is the primary audience for your tutorials, listicle, and guides? People that want to rank on Google or expand their digital reach and make money online. What are the main goals you aim to achieve with your content? Is it to educate, increase brand awareness, drive sales for specific products or services or something else? And I'm going to say drive traffic to affiliate offers. What are your primary content channels? I'm just going to say a blog for the time so we can keep going here. So you can expand on all of that. How often do you post? Daily? Thank you for providing. Okay, final question before creating the content. Are there any specific topics, themes, or events you'd like to highlight for this upcoming year? Industry trends, seasonal topics? I'm just going to say no for the sake of time, and now watch what it does. Based on what you've shared, I'll now create a one-year content calendar for your blog, focusing on digital marketing, tutorials, listicles, and guides. The content will be aimed at individuals looking to rank on Google, expand their digital reach, and make money online with the primary goal of driving traffic to your affiliate offers. Look at this. Week 1 to 4, SEO Basics Series, 7 tutorials. Week 5 to 8, top 10 tools for digital marketing. Week 9 to 12, how to make money online with affiliate marketing. Then quarter 2, advanced SEO techniques. Social media. Now, remember, I said we're going to post every day. So that's why it's saying 7 of those. So what I would do is after it produced this, I would say week 1 to 4, give me the 7 titles for week 1 to 4. Understanding SEO, a beginner's guide, keyword research 101, on-page SEO, off-page SEO, technical SEO, local SEO. And then I could add those to the calendar. Now, the other thing you can do with these calendars is you also can say, put them in a table. And then it'll put them in those tables for you that you can copy over to a spreadsheet. And then you can give that to your marketing team. You can give that to your assistant. You can give that to the writer, or you can work off of it and create all of your content from there. I mean, how incredible is that? All right. There's a bunch more in here. Obviously, we can keep going. I think I'm going to make some little spin-offs and do these in bite-sized chunks as well. But you can get this course over at ballenacademy.com. This is the ChatGPT for bloggers course. Thanks, you guys, for joining me today.